YouTube, Woody Butter here, and we are back in Pokémon Flora Sky. In this episode we're going to be going through a bunch of stuff, as is becoming our theme. Lots of things. And going through Hippodrome Temple is the main thing we're going to be doing, and exploring the desert. You remember when I said that I would do this in a half episode? I lied. Moving on. You can find Meditate here. Explained it before. Like I said, I'm avoiding trainers because I don't want to experience, and they're boring. I neither want to be overpowered or bored. And yeah, just how I play through the game. I show picking up these berries because they're citrus berries, and citrus berries are awesome. They're like an upgraded Oran berry, and they heal you, your HP, but they heal you more than Oran berries, which is good. And we'll probably be using all 4 of those very soon. Not in the immediate future though. Now, because I was going straight through the desert, and I couldn't get to a Pokemon Center easily, I did just go through really low on PP. So it actually made me think, and I really enjoyed that. And yeah, I used an item or 2, but it was really fun. It actually gave me more of a challenge, and it was awesome. This is Trapinch. You just saw that it has Arena Trap, which prevents an opponent escaping. And it even works in wild battles like this one. It evolves into Flygon as its final evolution. It's a Dragon Ground type. Quite good, as all dragons are, but it's not the best out of all the dragons. It's not got an amazing place in the metagame, but when it's put up next to other incredibly good dragons like Garchomp, which is also ground dragon, but it's an Uber, it doesn't really have a place. It's just shadowed in comparison to them. I mean, it's not the worst in the world by far. Revive revives a Pokemon that's fainted, funnily enough. I might have to use that in bigger battles, but yeah. This guy is our first hint that where we're going. The Hippodrome Temple! It's our first stop. Oh yeah, you can see that I bought lemonade and lots of drinks. As I said before, drinks are very, very efficient in this game. Very cost efficient and heal you a lot. So yeah. Sandstorm. Sandstorm you've seen the effects of because it's sandstorms everywhere. Hurts you every turn if you're not ground, steel type, or rock type, I think. Yeah. This girl has a Petilil. Yeah, Petilil. I like saying Petilil. Yeah, don't judge me. Petilil evolves into something fairly good. Can't remember its name, but I remember what it looks like. That's what matters. I used one in my black playthrough, and I enjoyed using it. It did serve me well. Baltoy you've seen before. Baltoy is everywhere in this desert. Don't ask me why. Goes down pretty easily to Crunch though. So, and pretty much all of my moves except for Super Fang are going very low on PP at this point. So I'm actually having to start thinking, and it's good. It's good. Right. Next stop, we are going up here. We don't go straight to the Hippodrome Temple. Like I said, I take a little roundabout tour of the desert first, because it's just good. The desert's got quite a few hidden things, at least it normally does. So I go through it, because I can, you know. Go-Googles, yeah. I assume all the trainers here have Go-Googles, which is why they're actually in the desert. Crocorock. Okay, yep, he's the evolution of Sandile. Not the final evolution of Sandile, of course. Crocorock's quite good. It's the same thing I can say about Sandile as I can about Crocorock. He's very popular, dark ground, quite useful, very good attacker. Yeah. This is an example of Dig. Dig is a 2-turn move, much like Fly or Dive. The first turn, you go somewhere, whether it be underwater, underground, or in the sky, and it stops the opponent attacking you except for specific moves. And then the second turn you actually do an attack. 2-turn moves are generally quite bad, but yeah, you have to use one for fly, and I would recommend using fly in this game, because as you'll see later on, the map gets pretty complicated at times. 2-turn moves have literally no place in the meta game. They are very bad. Mainly because it gives the opponent time to think about how they can counter you. And you don't want to give them that advantage. Ever. Yeah. You also get a clear example of how awful I am at avoiding trainers' gazes. Luckily I have video editing, and I can just cut out all the boring people. Speaking of boring people, this guy tries to bribe you with the sandwich. Sandwich! Sorry, Team Fortress 2 joke. Moving on, those two over there now are camera people. They give you an interview when you beat them. Boring, so go away. We don't want you people here's. This is the entrance to Hippodrome Temple. This isn't at the actual temple, it's just the path leading to it. Don't know why it's labelled as Hippodrome Temple here, but yeah, live with it. There's no trainers around here, but you can still encounter wild Pokemon because it is the desert. And this rather fancy building is the Hippodrome Temple. Saying it over and over again gets your tongue a bit mixed up. As soon as you pick up this escape rope, you fall through the floor. And I show you here that you can't actually use Flash in this building. And it's not just because Piplot's fainted, you can use HMs even when a Pokemon is fainted. But you can't use Flash here. Luckily, the map's not that complicated. And yeah. I do take a wrong turn. What can I say? Yeah. It did, however, give me a chance to show some of the wild Pokemon in this area, which is good. And I needed, yeah, I mean, anything that will let me show you guys more things is probably a good idea. Zubat you'll see a lot of in any cave except for the 5th generation. And, so annoying. So very annoying. There's Zubat and Geodude are everywhere in the caves. You get tired of them very quickly. That was Baltoy, I think. Yeah. I see a couple of Baltoy here. They're kind of boring. I just cut them. They all are boring. They're just Baltoy. Yeah. Hippodrome Temple, I'm pretty sure you can catch Hippodrome. I didn't see one when I was actually here, but I would assume so. And this mysterious item is the red shard. More on the shards later. They are part of a thing that I won't explain now because of spoilers. But yeah, look forward to seeing more of them later. Yeah. Yeah. Now we're just on our way out of Hippodrome Temple, and we can head over to the right now. Now, this is Route J. Before I started recording this, I never actually went through Route J, and I figured, well, we've got time. I might as well show you guys a little bit more. That would be nice. And I completely forgot that Route J actually leads to another town altogether. I don't actually show the other town in this video, which is for the best, really. But it is over there, and yeah, it is for a completely other video though, because it is part of the story to go there. This is Taunt. Taunt forces your opponent to use physical attack. Well, not physical attack, sorry. Attacks in general. So you can't use any stat-changing moves like Leer or Swords Dance, which you haven't seen yet. Swords Dance raises your attack 2 stages. Incredibly useful. I use it quite a lot. But yeah, more on it when you actually see it. Intimidate again. Ugh. Luckily, I haven't actually run into any trainers with 2 Pokemon that have Intimidate, because I would be... Wait, maybe this girl did. Oh, why do I not pay attention? Anyway, well, yeah, 2 people... any trainer with 2 Pokemon that have Intimidate would be awful, because it's just... I don't want my attack lowered by 2 stages. Unlike raising it 2 stages, it doesn't half your, or half double, whatever, your attack stat, but it's still, that's quite significant, and it's really quite a chunk out of what you can do. And I don't want that, I don't want to lose that. No. More of me failing at dodging trainers' eyes. Look at that, lovely. Ugh. Right, yeah, this whole route is filled with optional double battles. I try and avoid them whenever I can, but sometimes it's just more time saving to do it that way. Yeah, right over there is the town, so I don't go any further. But for now, we need to get back to our story element very quickly, so teleport! Because everyone knows teleporting makes you spin the other way. Ignore that. Anyway, next episode we'll be doing story stuff, and this is where I say adieu!